I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Yesterday I showed you some strange English, but I didn't explain why it was strange, so you might not know. So I thought I'd explain one of them today, the one from the socks. First, comfortable and refreshing. Comfortable is okay, but refreshing. In the dictionary it says refreshing, 1. Pleasantly new or different, 2. Making you feel less tired or hot. So by these definitions you could say that yes, these socks are refreshing, but this is an issue of collocation. Collocation is a linguistics word which means the habitual juxtaposition of a particular word with another word or words with a frequency greater than chance. Okay, that's kind of confusing. Basically, collocation means which words are used together. For example, high and tall mean the same thing, but we say high mountains and tall trees. Now, the bad news is there are no rules to remember collocations, so you just have to remember them. This is from an article on collocations. The native English speaker intuitively makes the correct collocation based on a lifetime's experience of hearing and reading the words in set combinations. The non-native speaker has a more limited experience and may frequently collocate words in a way that sounds odd to the native speaker. The good news is you don't have to worry about it too much because it usually doesn't affect the meaning. For example, if you say, "That's a very tall mountain," then everyone will understand what you mean. So yeah, don't worry about it too much. As you read and listen to more and more English, you'll naturally remember which words go together. Anyway, back to refreshing. What is refreshing? So here are some examples. A refreshing change, a refreshing drink, a refreshing shower, a refreshing breeze. But socks? No, not refreshing. So what can socks be apart from comfortable? I had a look on an internet shopping site and I found these adjectives were used to describe socks. Breathable, durable, lightweight. Now, solid fabric, well, it should be an R, so that's just a spelling mistake. But solid? I don't think fabric is usually described as solid. It could be durable, tough, strong. And finally, punctual sewing. Punctual is about time, as in not late, so it doesn't make sense with sewing. You can have a punctual person, a punctual start. And about sewing, you could talk about the stitching. So you could say reinforced stitching, strong stitching, flat stitching, double stitching. Kia ora, this is Stick News. The number portability system started in Japan yesterday. Mobile phone users can now change phone companies and keep the same number.
There are 3 mobile phone companies in Japan and they have 94 million customers. Docomo has a 56% market share, au has 28% and SoftBank has 16%. People have been reluctant to change companies because they couldn't be bothered telling people about their new number. Since Tuesday, customers can change companies and keep the same number, but it's not cheap. People have to pay a switching charge of about 5,000 yen, plus they need to buy a new phone. A price reduction war has now started between the phone companies in an attempt to grab a bigger market share.
And that was Stick News for Wednesday, the 25th of October. Kia ora. What kind of phone do you have? Is there any reason you chose au? I use Docomo. I used to use Tsuka. Tsuka's coverage wasn't very good. And everyone at work used Docomo, so yeah. au. When I first bought a phone, I couldn't be bothered checking all the different plans and deciding which was the best one, so I just bought exactly the same phone as a friend who'd just bought a phone, and he said that that was the cheapest bilingual phone available, so. Have you always used Docomo? Why did you change? Okay, so if you changed, you could send mail cheaper.
What's the opposite of sweet wine? Dry wine. How do you describe someone who smokes a lot? A heavy smoker. Do you make a big mistake or a large mistake? A big mistake. Is a mountain tall or high? High. Is a person tall or high? Both, but the meaning is different.
And that was the Daily English Show. So a lot of people commented on yesterday's show about what they think a culture convenience club is, which is cool. I'm going to tell you the answer tomorrow. See you then. Bye.